Am I live? Tell me if I'm live, man. I don't know I'm live till somebody says, you're alive, dude. You are. I'm checking my pulse, man. I'm live. Anybody? See, 0 people here. But, man, there were so many just a minute ago. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, what's going on? 32, 33, 34, 35. Wow, it must be a long... There, 7 people. Okay, man, 7 people. Thanks for being here, 7 people. You know, I figured it would not be a huge audience tonight for reasons of the election. So, while the topic matter is the Delphi case, I will be giving election results as they may come in. Tomato, tomato, whoever it is. So, yeah, thanks, Michael. See, I almost called you Mitch again, and I apologize. Show dedication to Michael Green. Kim, on the trail, Kim. Watcher on the wall, Taffy. Truth and Justice will not be making it tonight, Mary. Let me see who all's up here. Cass Lou, Wonder B or Super B Wonder, whose comment I have highlighted. Sergeant Blackrock, Mod. Truth and Justice will not be able to make it tonight, and I believe that that's because it is election night, and all eyes are on the election. Now, one thing that you may be wondering about right off the bat, you might be thinking to yourself, hey, wait a minute. Cat, something looks wrong. Something is not right. And we know that. We can see right through it. And I'm glad that you did, because it arrived in the mail today. This is my new Stetson hat. It is black leather, and it's a little poofy on the sides, and the front's got this thing here. I don't like it that well. The other one actually molded to the top of my head over time, because I wore it from the time I got up until morning until I went to bed at night. If I was asleep, I was not wearing the hat. That was it for almost a decade. So yeah, I got a new hat, but I'm just trying to break it in. I was going to wear the old one. I don't want to look different. See, even the shadow cast different. But anyway, here was the issue with the old hat. I think, thanks, Kim. Hey, man. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Well, here's my issue with the hat. I went looking for the exact hat that I had before, made by Stetson, and I could not find it anywhere online. So I called Stetson. And they said, well, if you send us a picture of the hat, we'll know what hat it is, and we can find a place that sells it for you. I'm like, all right. So I take a picture of the front of the hat, the sides of the hat, the back of the hat, the underneath of the hat, and I send them to Stetson. And they write back, and they're like, yeah, we don't know what hat that is. I'm like, how can you not know what hat it is? It's your hat. They're like, yeah, well, we don't carry it now. Did you get it from a third party? And I'm like, well, why does that matter? It's a hat that you guys made and should know, you know. Anyway, man, I think that my old hat is now gone off the world, and it's ready to break through any minute, right onto the fabric. So I got me a new Stetson hat, black leather. I know it don't look all that. It probably looks beret-like. Don't want to look beret. I want to have that nice, you know, that I've come to love and acknowledge as myself. That's the way I want it to be. Now, someone out there, please answer me. What kind of hat do I wear? It was an oiled hat. It looks, you know, it's gone, man. I'm telling you, it's gone. It can't be found on earth now. That hat is missing. And I'm going to save that hat so that I may be buried with it one day. That's why I'm wearing the new hat, in case you wondered. Okay, and now let's discuss the elephant in the room. Hunter Biden, low-hanging fruit or rich white trash? Yeah, which is it here, man? What do you think? You know, Icons asked me, man, you know, when he had seen that, he's like, yeah, but what would a liberal say? And I'm like, I don't know. The meth smoker don't fall far from the tree. I don't know what they'd say. You know, I have no idea what they'd say. But anyway, you know what? If anybody out there does know the election results as they come in and can kind of speak on like maybe the competitive electoral vote, man, I mean, please chime in with it, and I'd be happy to highlight it so that everybody is well aware of the election results. Because I do believe that all eyes are on the election. However, a little weird today, but it is Tuesday, and it is every Tuesday that I talk here at 6 o'clock. So guess what? The presidential election is breaking into my time, and I need money for that. I want it known. I mean, I'm going right after the government for some money because they screwed me here. They are not giving me my views. Okay, with a Y or an N, please, okay, a Y if you voted today, an N if you didn't. Okay, don't need to tell me who you voted for. I mean, that's why it's a secret ballot. But if you want to throw that up there so I can see who all voted and who didn't, Hey, Daniel Lawrence is here. How you doing, Daniel? Andy Manimal. We spoke. Is that? And we had probably about a 2-hour-long conversation. I don't think that you Manimal voted today, but I could be wrong. Maybe today is their election day as well. It might be worldwide. Voted. I voted 2 weeks ago by mail for somebody. Voted Friday and voted. But I didn't see any ends. I mean, so, probably most people watching voted. I mean, I would have to believe. I didn't vote, but I never do vote. But I always pay very close attention to which way, people are apt to swing in the votes. Tells me a lot about the mindset of America. Anyway, I guess, well, then 32 people here. Now I'm feeling a little, okay, so I do want to take this back to, yeah, you know what? Watch on the wall. I'm with you there to a degree. I am. It is kind of those votes right there that mail in. Those are the ones that are more apt to be screwed with, miscounted, neglected, or thrown in a creek. But it's the way that it works. It's all about who counts the votes, honestly. Yeah. Well, you know what? I mean, I do have a $1 bet. I laid $1 probably about a week ago. It wasn't quite a week ago. That the Democrat would win. And I threw $1 on it for this reason. I said, why would they go through 4 years of trying to pin something on it? Anything. Why would they be so quick to reject anything that spoke bad about that side? Anything. Why would they stop it? Why would they delete it? Why would they demand you don't unless it was rigged for Biden to win? You see where I'm at? And for that, I threw up 100 pennies to say, you know what? I'll lay $1 that says Biden wins. Because it just seems like, why would they go through all of that money and expense and manwork, and all that for no reason? When again, it ain't who vote, how many votes a person gets. It's on those who count the votes. And I forget who said that. It may have been Julius Caesar, but he wasn't voted in. I forget who it was. I know it was a person that did some crap while they was there. But anyway, look it up if y'all want to. Somebody said it. Oh, really? You know what? There are a lot of Hispanics that will be voting for Trump. And I think all Hispanics who can vote probably would, in all likelihood. Why wouldn't they? I mean, they can see the writing on the wall, same as we can here, because they are a voting, part of the people. So they know what's up, the same as everybody else. And I mean, like everybody should. I mean, I've seen a lot of people take side for Trump, over these last 4 years. And it hits me, well, why would Biden win? And I'm like, I don't know why Biden would win, but smart money might be on him winning. Let's keep an eye to it. And we will too. As soon as election results come in on the wire, boom, they're going live. Yeah, think about that, man. Think about that. Kamala Harris, man, as the president. Oh. You heard me. I said it. Puppy, see? Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, and Trump made I know, man. I hear you. I do. It is, but man, if we wake up tomorrow and he's president, the writing on the wall behind me will say build a bunker. Get busy, grab a shovel, and don't start digging. Don't stop digging until you hit magma, okay? Because you want to be way down in there and forgotten. Yeah. You know what? I'm on your side. And you know what? He'll be of age in a few years. See, yeah, by the time he's 5 years old, there it is. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I am on your side. I am. They built a border, okay, around the White House. Think about that. That means one thing. What's going to happen if Trump wins? All out war. Bam, out of the park, people. Yeah, they can find you anywhere, man. Everybody in the world. Hold on. Let me do this correctly. Yeah, they know where you are. They know what you're saying. They got a bug on you full time with the cell phone. You pay for that bug. It knows your likes, your dislikes, where you go, what you want to do. It knows you psychologically better than you know yourself. It all feeds back into that mainframe, the big database, the one that knows who you are and your facial, everything. It knows you. It knows your DNA. It knows you. And that's the Skynet part of it. And I believe that is real to a very large degree, but controlled by them. So it's not them that will die. It would be us. The slaves who allowed it. Yeah. Well, you know what, man? If it's all out war tomorrow, I mean, and I don't know why we would be warring. I mean, why would the people of the world war with each other? It's not our doings. It isn't our doings at all. I mean, it was the masters that fed us all of this, made us believe this side or that side, but it was never the real reality. So if those people want to go fight and kill each other, well, fair enough. They can go out and fight and die. I'll be hiding away from it so that I can come out after they're all gone and live a nice, prosperous, free life. I hope. Oh, yeah. You know what? I didn't go into town. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See? You know what? And it won't be Wednesday night football, I don't think. You know what? Where we live at, seriously, it would be probably the last place hit in Howard County. Or Carroll, for that matter. I mean, I just couldn't foresee anybody coming back to here and making it. Believe me, when I say we live in the middle of nowhere and then a mile, yeah, it's like that, man. We live in the bush, so to speak. The brush, the bush, however you want to. Well, anyway, Delphi. I wanted to stick to Delphi and give election results, but I don't even know when they're going to start coming in. Really don't. 41 people, crap. The show's growing. Yeah. Well, he's currently drinking and he's digging. I got a, it's like a wool blanket in there that he lays on. But he's upset. He's kind of in there. But he isn't crying. I give him that. Yeah, the hoax virus. You know what? It's going in Indiana. Happening nice. You know? Really? 73 Trump, 25 Biden. Could you give me a state, or is that the projections of the electoral? No, not yet. Not yet, Michael. Allow me to explain. Once he is out, once he is in hand, I have to wrestle him for 2 hours if he's going to remain here. Don't want to do that. End of the show? Bet you. But let's give it a minute. Oh, yeah, man, you guys see that? Oh, hang on. This is in reverse. See right there on my nose? You know what that is? That's from Puppy thinking, oh, now I'm going to look on your face, then bite. And, you know, it's like later on, man, I'm like, man, what's on my nose, man? I'm like, you know, pick it off. I'm like, man, what in the world, man? Must have been a piece of food or something. Until I went to the bathroom and I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm cut. I'm bleeding. Crap, help me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got like scratches, bite mark. I mean, you know, it's worse than what it shows, believe me. But he's getting out of it a little bit. He's calming down, you know. He's like 2 months old. Yeah. All right, 40 people. Not trying to let you down. We're giving updates on the election as need be. When they come in, I'll highlight it live. But if you're here, you'll see it. It'll be right in the chats. So anyway, on Delphi, I did not complete the search this week. And for that, I am sorry, because I think last week I did say it should be up by this last week's end, and it wasn't. And that was mainly due to Audacity screwing up. So I had to go in, replace Audacity. I had to get rid of it, download a new one. It didn't have an equalizer. So then I'm looking like, how in the hell do I get the equalizer? And it kind of took out like some of the voiceover part of it. And that's mainly why. But it is every reason that I got an excuse, one better than the last. That's how you know I'm lying. If you didn't know that, that's how you know I'm lying about it. I'm just making shit up. Actually, I hadn't even started on it. I'll just make shit up. Well, what happened was just make up a whole line of crap. Yeah. Polls closed in Indiana. Really? They did? What's the projection in Indiana? Because if it's Biden, you know what? I got a pickaxe and 4 shovels. And I have a wheelbarrow and a whole wildcat. Don't think I won't dig. Because unlike the people that said that they would move if Trump won, I'm grabbing my tail and I am out of here. Okay, man, I'm hitting the next planet. I'm going to any place that has some common sense. That would be my destination. Any place that has common sense and would go, hey, why do you guys keep voting for this shit that's hurting you? We don't know better. We're told it helps us. Did you ever conclude it might not be helping at all? You know, nothing's ever going to get fixed. It just keeps getting worse. It never goes away. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Don. If I got to go get the killer and you watch my channel, perhaps you might know who I believe it to be. And I would ask, how do I go get him? How would I do that? Amber Green style? show up on horseback, man, with like a bandana over my face, because I don't foresee me going and getting that guy because I'm messing around. Believe me, if I knew who it was and he was not behind bars, I would certainly inform law enforcement so they would go get him. But it wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be going and getting that guy. Because if I got him, man, it would be with like a crowbar. You know, like, hey, dude, man, don't have wham, game over. Then I'd have to sit behind bars forever. Oh, yeah, well, right. Yeah, right. I wouldn't go get him. Thank you. You know. Yeah, you know what? All right. I would go that route. You know, like, hey, you know, I always wanted to be a CEO here, man. I mean, I'm following the application. I'm really good at it. MP, I know what I'm doing. You know, see, I passed the Nevada State correction officer exam. That was back in, I don't know, 90, 1990. Yeah, I could do that and then work my way in, but I suspect that I would, become suspected, like, hey, wait a minute, we know who you are, dude. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know what? There's going to be some really big news tonight, man. It is. And it don't make a crap who wins. It don't. Biden, dig. Trump, start digging. Because it ain't going to matter. It really won't. It's kind of, it's that day. I mean, this is the day that, people said would come one day. And every year it kept becoming closer and closer. This might be the day, man. When it all breaks loose and, one side completely craps itself. And then it will be a big issue. That's right, Kim. Exactly. Kim hit it out of the park like Babe Ruth, man. So, anywho, on the search, on that, because in that I'm using the helicopter footage, and I forget who did that. For some reason, I'm thinking it's like TV6 because it's down at the bottom or on the thing right there. And they was doing, and I don't think it was a search. And I say this for a reason. When it's going down County Road 300, heading toward the cemetery, it rounds around the cemetery, but in the cemetery area, it's completely filled with police cars, all the way out to County Road 300 and down each side of it. So it's my thought that the girls were already found at that time, and it was going by because it would scan away from any time where you could see law enforcement down there where, the crime area was. But it is some really good viewing. And in some areas, it will kind of point to where they're above and over that area where I can like still frame it and then outline, and kind of give a better area. I was reached by a woman on Facebook, and she messaged me. And I don't know how that works exactly. I mean, I know how to message, but what I mean is normally if somebody messages me, it pops up here with the notification. But this didn't. It said it in a different bar. You got one and 19 others. So I had to click on it and go to them. And they're not a friend of mine. Then I have to answer. Then it goes back to that. But she wanted to know. And you know what? I'm going to do this correctly. Everybody, hang on. Because you're going to be amazed. You are. It's going to be done in a right manner. Nobody will be missing out. Nobody. Oh, wait, I got to pull it up first. Holy shit. Hang on. Hold on, everybody. I'll be right back. Somebody is ringing me, and I thought I killed the audio. Hello. Hey, I'm in a show. Right. Oh, call me tomorrow morning. All right. All right. Peace. All right, man. Well, believe it or not, that was Icons. Sorry. Icons was gone. So anyway, puppy, hang on, man. Just all right. Let me get rid of the banner. Make this all huge. Okay. Now, here we go. Okay, this here, because they wanted to know what I meant by the fact that the suspect, what the hell? Here we go. Okay. Now, when I say that again, now this concerning the helicopter, all of this area here, all of this was filled with law enforcement vehicles. That was down in this area. They were. And it was even going down the County Road 300 right here. And the helicopter swung back around this way. And as it rounded this way, where the lens was pointed over toward this area, then they clicked to an area over here where it showed the men in the creek, but not over in this area. Now, they wanted to know what I meant by the fact that, okay, this is what I get at. And I realize that this is really 2D here, but when you cross the bridge, because this is the area he was coming across. This is south over here. This is south. This up here is north. Over in this corner, north. Over here is south. So when we say the south side of the bridge, it's not at the trail area. Here, this is the trail. Over here, this is private property. So he crossed over to here, right here in this area. Now, this was probably private property up to a point off of the tracks. But this is where he was on the south side. Now, he abducted the girls. He was here and coming back toward the girls. Abducted them, took them down this side of the bridge, down the hill, down this way, hit this car path, crossed here, and then over to here, which is where the crime scene was. This is where the girls were found, their dead bodies, right over in here. Now, she wanted to know what I meant by how he got from here back to the trail here. Well, one, he didn't go back across the creek, come back up, and then walk over. You see, he left from here, walked this up, and then back over to it through the woods. Because if there was any hikers coming this way, he would have to cross them on the bridge, make conversation, and so forth. Whereas this way, he could hit the trail and go on. Now, this is the north side of the creek. This is the creek right here. This is the trail. Everything on this side of this trail going down to here, over here, is private property. With this over here, on this side of it, belonging to Mr. Logan. And that's where the girls were found. So he walked up Mr. Logan's property, across Mears Woods, back to the 501, and followed that back out to the entrance where he came up, rounded here, hit this trail, got back in his vehicle, and left, going out County Road 300, swinging back around 300 until it became Old 25 here, and then came all the way down to here, made a left onto Main Street, hit Highway 25, and went south, heading back to St. Louis at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. That's what I mean. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, did everybody get that? Because I hope everybody saw it. If you didn't, then I'm sorry, man. I'm really bad. Sorry. Great. Okay. Well, I'm glad that I've been some help because I want, and again, all of this is going to go into the bigger video. I mean, each piece of it's going to be lost in the focus, but all of the lost in the focus put into one long video is going to be my final stance, because that is where I stand currently on each video. And I will work hard to get that out very early, within a couple days now. So hopefully by this weekend, give or take, right in there, should have it out. Zero chance. Sounds good. And it's a common sense theory to say he would have parked there. But at the same time, I mean, if he was going to park there, he would have been parked at the back of that cemetery for 3 hours. And in 3 hours' time, a lot of people on County Road 300 would have seen his car and would have known the make and model. And that was never given. Now, it was at a place where people do park to go in, at the CPS building. That's where there's a trail from the CPS building to the beginning of the trail. So by him parking there and backing in where nobody could see his license plate, it wouldn't be out of the way being parked at a cemetery, because if somebody sees a car at the cemetery and they see it a couple times, but no one's around that car, then because they live right there on 300, they're going to say, hey, somebody's back there on your property. They're parked at the cemetery. Don't know if you know who it is or not. You know, it would have had some eyes on it. And I think that it was more that he was taking them to private property because he didn't expect to get caught. It seems, well, okay, he would have made it for a quick entrance to park there, or a quick exit. But at the same time, it's in an odd spot where people would have seen it. You know, people would have noticed. At the CPS building, not as much, because people park there. You never really think about somebody being parked there that would be on Monon High Bridge Trail, because people park there and hike all the time. And law enforcement said that there was a vehicle parked there from 12 p.m. up to 5 p.m. And I'd never seen anybody come forward as being the person that was parked there at that time. Again, makes me believe that it was the suspect. Now, when we go back to the very beginnings of Delphi, me and Greeno had speculated night after night after night. If they had a car, where would they have parked? Because it seemed important that either A, they walked there from where they lived at, that way they didn't have a car, or they had a car and parked someplace where it wouldn't have been seen. And now Greeno was saying, like, well, they could have parked in the woods nearby. I'm like, yeah, but it's February and you can see way back into the woods, and none of the woods around that area are thick enough that you couldn't see through to see a car parked there. You know, there would have been, there would have been multiple ways to have somebody had seen that and seen a car parked back there and got a hold of the people whose property it was. So we thought about it. And Greeno says, well, back at the Samuel Milroy, back there at that stone where his cabin was, it's got a lane and he could have parked back in there, and it's far enough back in there to where you wouldn't be able to see it. So we thought about that, and I thought, you know what? Could be. I mean, if he parked anywhere, like right in it, near and around there, that would be a likely spot. But, if he had parked at the Samuel Milroy, it really would have said that the guy was very familiar with that area. Very familiar. But the abandoned CPS building, I mean, it's a spot, and I don't even know when it closed. I know it was some time ago, but I'm sure that he had stopped there many times since it had been closed. Now, he may have parked at the main parking area when he just stopped, but it suggests to me that walking on a trail like that, he was always casing for an opportunity, if you see where I'm at. By stopping there, it could show an opportunity could arise. So I think that he probably, when he did park there, when he was thinking of this could be the day, he probably parked there. Then that way it wouldn't be odd. It would just be normal. Wow, man. The chat is dead. The chat is dead. Man, I know. Yeah, you're right, man. Hey, Donnie, man. Yeah, it is. And it's more than long. It's 4 years long. I mean, you know what? After this long, it's not really about justice. It's about the amber green of it all. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. You know? Tell me I'm wrong. Oh, no, man. Crap. I just broke my chair. Oh, no. Oh, crap. Hang on, man. Oh, crap. No. Ah. Ouch. Yeah, well, I ain't got an arm. Well, yeah, man, I can't do that. Man, this feels normal, man. I have no armrest. But okay. So, anywho's, where was I? Oh, yeah, right. Amber Green. Humanimal. We was talking about this the other day, and she brought it up, and I asked her if she knew anything. Hey, Kenny, how you doing? Knew anything about that because she had brought it up. Amber Green, I'm speaking of, and she did know some because she went over to, and I think it was on WKAT. If you put in Amber Green, I'll spell this. If you want to look into it, it would be. It's spelled just like that, Amber Green. And also put in lynching, like Amber Green lynching, in Google, and then go to images, and they'll pull up, pictures of him swinging there, with his hat on and all like that. So anyway, man, I mean, I was recommending the book, and I think I got it over here. Let me check that. I thought I put it up here. Nope, I do not have it there. Yeah, exactly. Well, gruesome, but it is a good story, man. It is. Story, it's actual taken from fact. If you ordered the original book, Michael Griffey did the research on that, and it's mainly out of the newspaper Logansport, Delphi, Indianapolis, Chicago, New York. It's all the newspapers that are talking about the Amber Green case. It was so big in Carroll County. Think about this. 2 unsolved murders in Carroll County. Both made national news. Both of them made national news. First one, still unsolved. Because we don't know Amber Green did anything. We don't know. There wasn't even a body found. But they hung him. They, 250 men with bandanas on their face arrived at the jail, man, and said, look, give us Amber Green or we're breaking him out. Sheriff said, I ain't giving you the keys. They broke him out. They took him 7 miles away, strung him up in a tree. 250 men. Now, when because he was held in Cass County, which is Logansport, about 25 miles north of there, county seat of Cass County. They had him there, and the governor had National Guard around it to keep him safe because the mob was starting to talk out front, man, saying, we need to go in and hang that dude. Yeah, again, this was really big story, man, real big, and still unsolved. They can say, well, Amber Green did it. Well, you don't know. There ain't nobody. He didn't say he did it. You only presume he did it. Yeah, man, I kind of understand. That's kind of it would be a tough place to be. But if you get the opportunity or have $20, man, order the book. Find the book, order it. You will be happy that you did because that is a big, huge story. In fact, I would reckon that is not too far behind the Delphi murders, being that it was a Carroll County murder unsolved. And I have video of the Nabbitt family plot right up the road from me, just right there, and it's Mr. Nabbitt and his daughters and then all that, man, right there. Did not bury the remains, the so-called remains of the body found, because he did not believe it was his daughter. Great story, man. Check into it. All right, man. So, right there. There it is. Right there, man. Michael Green. He's like, They're okay. Great story. I'm looking at. Yeah, you will dig it, man. It is worth having. I got mine out on loan. What? See? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 50-47 Trump, man. Huh? Yeah. Because I'll wake up tomorrow and go, yep, the world is that stupid. I'm out of here. Yeah. I'll get on here and say, peace, everybody. Later. This guy's going underground. Sir Mitch. Man, did you ever look up Mitch Green? I mean, yeah. And I don't know why, man. It's just because Michael and Mitch. I never call myself Mitch. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Hey. WWE is great entertainment, Hohenheim. How you been? Hadn't seen Hohenheim in a long time. Yeah. The banking records, yeah. Exactly. So, anywho, it is pressing 19 toward the hour. And I'm trying to keep this mainly to Delphi. I don't want to just set and encourage voters as they may be. I can actually anytime, man. Just reach me, man. Let me know a time. I'll be there. I'm already there. So, any questions on Delphi? What? 30 out of 50 people? Yeah, but man, dude, it's election night. Man, this is probably about half of my regular viewing audience. Because usually at about right now, and now we're in, it's exceeding 100. Here and there. For the most part. So, any questions on Delphi? You're here for a reason. Give me a reason, man. Let me know. What's up? Oh, thanks, sir. Thank you. Thanks for liking. I'm pretty likable. But I'm just dying to answer somebody's questions. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? True story, man. Yeah, I seen that, man. They got a lot of views too. I was very happy about that. And lately, just in recent, man, my videos have been monetized. Kind of odd. Very odd. Because normally, man, they're like demonetized the second that they're uploaded. It's just like this one. I hit monetize. It's like, all right. Then you go back and it was like yellow since you clicked it. They're evil, man. They're evil. All right. Let's do like so. 50 people here. Out of those, all right, no, let's just go the full range. No matter who you are, you can give a T for Trump or a B for Biden. Which way do you think, not who you voted for, but which side do you think will win? Throw up a T or a B. Ready, begin now. I'm waiting. Okay. Wow. I will get right to that, Michael. Give me 1 second. That's 8 Trumps. Michael, please only vote once. Okay. All right. Okay, well, it looks like Trump, but we'll see. We'll find out. A very interesting 4th. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be cool, man. I haven't lived this long to be without. Yeah. So, any questions? Anything? Because, as it goes. What? What'd I say, man? I don't know I said that. Might have. Could have happened. And man, does anybody think I should do the whole no shave November thing? I mean, like full on beard, like that. Put up a Y for yes or an N for no, Who says I should just shave my whole face? Just shave it off, man. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. I wasn't going to shave my whole face. Do not shave. So grow a beard. Shave. Everything? Okay, let's say beard or no beard. Put in a B or an N. Okay. See, Daniel Lawrence, he's doing the no shave November, man. He's on it. No, I wasn't going to anyway. You're right. Well, I wasn't going to shave this, but man, what? I am not sending it to the president, man. I am the president of my beard, thank you. Very luscious beard, man. You don't want me to shave it all off, man. You know what? As soon as I shave it all off, man, I'm like, oh God, man, I look like a hairless rat. Jeez, man. Man, do I always look like this? That's like my first thoughts, man. It's like, man, I never should have shaved that. Holy shit, why didn't I leave it be? And that's why it will never leave my face again. Not until it reaches my elsewheres. They'll say, hey, it's getting in the way. Oh, see, man. Yes. I'll be that man. I'll be that rat. I'll be that president of hairless rats. You know what, man? There could be a problem. There may be a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to tell you about my experiment. Let's remember back months ago when I, Michael J. Cat, caught a wild rat in a live trap. Well, I have a big cage, man, so I put it in there, and it being a male, I got a domestic female. Ladies and gentlemen, repeatedly, 2 litters worth, a bunch of them, all agouti colored. I released them. I released them to the wild with a domestic half into their genetics. My dad's name is Willard, pointing that out. So, man, do we have a domestic wild rat populate kind of out there, just waiting to raise hell upon our planet? Let's find out, shall we? Let's see what happens. I did not cuss, did I? Because if you heard that, If you did, man, then I failed you and I am totally demonetized. There shall be no money from this whatsoever, man. Election day has hit me like a sledgehammer between the teeth. I have no teeth. Yes, I was muted. It means monetized to me. And you know what? Look, man, people ask me about this. Well, how come you don't throw it up what you're talking about while you're speaking about it? It's a green screen. I mean, I can't put video or anything like that because if I had lifetime control of the editing, but would have a but behind me. I mean, I could set maneuver all that and it would be dynamic, completely dynamic. But I can't do that while I'm on here. So on here, it's just got to be me sitting here talking, being me, letting you know stuff and things concerning. That's what I do. I don't think it will, man. I don't think it will be a month before we know. I doubt it. Yeah, you know what? There is not a lot of mods. But again, man, I mean, like people are watching the election results. So it won't be that long. You know what, man? I think The Walking Dead every time I leave my house. Every time I go to the dollar store, every time I go into Kokomo, any place I stop by and everybody's wearing those masks, I want to reach out. I want to grab people. I want to get charges filed against me for yelling in their face about how stupid they are. It has been a known fact, by me anyway, and I ain't pointing at anybody else, but I will say by myself that it's all been a hoax. It's all been bullshit. It's all been for a reason that we are unaware of. It's all crap. In fact, I have demanded to get this hoax. If you know anybody that has the hoax, let me know. Give me a name and address and way to reach them as long as they're contagious, man. Let me know. I want to get this hoax. Because the faster I get it and go, yeah, it was just really crap, man. What, I like had a cold and people are dying. Always makes me think, gee, don't people die anyway? You got to turn the whole population into idiots. I mean, are people so stupid that they just go along with what the government says? Yeah, they are. People watch TVs. They believe everything on the television. Everything on television makes them feel how they want to feel. It's the curse. It's the curse, man, of living on this planet. People can be dumbed down that fast. Yeah, you're right, man. The world's population is mainly controlled, programmed idiots. Hey, thanks, man. You know what? See, you didn't even get to see it, dude. When I came back from your house, it was on my porch and it wasn't even supposed to be here till tomorrow. You see, I keep trying to put it, just goes to the floor. But yeah, anyway, see, man, I don't even know how well you can see that. I gotta wear it in, man. It's a little too puffy on the sides. It looks beret-like. I don't like that, man. I like my old hat. Yeah, well, exactly, man. You're right. That ain't the way YouTube sees it. YouTube says, well, you got to check here, and you didn't dot this I, and you didn't click this, and you didn't do that, and this was, it's always some damn reason. So I gave up on it ever ago. Either they do or they don't, and mainly they don't. Mainly all of them's yellow when as soon as it's uploaded. Like, no. Now, see, I sit here, man, and I talked about everything that was on the video. And that was the first one of the crime, the criteria. Lost in the focus criteria. I sit here and talked about that for 2 hours plus, man. Sitting here, man, cussing, man. I'm dropping bombs like it's, so it monetized. They monetized it. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe it. I'm stunned, right? So, when I uploaded the video, because there was no cussing, there wasn't anything in there like that, it was demonetized. I'm like, you motherfuckers, you dirty bastards. Because they know what they're doing. Oh, yeah, it's right here. It's up here. I'll go get it, man, so you guys can see it. It's not dead. I'm kind of missing it a little bit. Ah, man, just shut it. Right here. See? Yeah. God, look at it, man. See, it's like molded to my skull, man, from like a decade of wear. It's like literally the top of my head there, man. Yeah. If anybody knows what kind of hat this is, and it is a Stetson, don't think you can see that. It is a Stetson. I think it's an ivy cap. It was oiled, and it looks like now I forgot the name of it. There's one exactly like this that's in cotton. I think that this was an oiled, I don't know, maybe linen or something like that. But I cannot find it, and I want to be buried with this because this, too, was a part of my life. It's my go-to hat. I didn't even know I wanted it. I didn't even know I needed a hat till I got this hat, and then it became me, man. Now I ain't no more me. There is no more me. Look, I got to wear this in this place. Not that this looks bad and it fits good, but it's not me, man. I got to go and have to go out in the rain for like 2 years for this to fit right. Breaking in a new hat, dude. You know what? I do have a hat that looks like this hat. Identical, except for one thing. The one I bought that I thought was this hat was the cotton model. And when I put it on, it don't look right. That one did. Yeah, but again, man, it's got like a beret thing. It's going to have to wear down, man. It really is. It's like new hat, kind of. Maybe I got to like oil it and shit. I don't know. I don't even know what to do with it. I'll just wear it and one day I'll like it. Suspect? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Roy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? I was accused once. No, I ain't going to frame it, man. I ain't framing my hat. Nah. But again, man, I got that one. Hold on, man. Wait a minute. Just hang on here. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you exactly what I mean. See? Now, this is the hat that I got in my hat's place. See? And it looks a lot like my other hat. The difference is this one is not oiled. It's not all shiny. But the stitching and everything on it, identical. Now, this is my hat. And they look a lot alike. But they aren't at all. But they're very much the same hat. Just different. One oiled, the other one not so much. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, my beard is soft, man. It's a nice soft beard. That's how I think too. Like when I'm sitting around just thinking, I'll be like, yeah, kind of like that. And then pretty much picture of a man thinking. Yeah. Okay. I figured it would take like a long time. I mean, not a long time, but I figured it would take a while because this one here being leather, I figured it would take a while for it to start molding. because you got to be out in the rain, get it wet, and it's got to dry on you, this kind of thing. It might be, I might like this hat better than I did my old one. Give a year, maybe not. Maybe still I'll go back and throw that. I don't even know how you clean a hat like that. If I dry clean it, it gets rid of the oil. So I can't dry clean it. And it's not that it needs cleaned. Yeah, I don't even know, man. I mean, hell, I could just continue to wear that one probably for the next another decade, but oh yeah. Chris Watts. People looking into the Chris Watts case. Doing it already doing it. 45 likes. 46 people here. Hey, man, could everybody just help me out for a quick minute? Only take a second. Hit the thumb button, man. At least give me a like because it's election day. And look, here I am doing a live show anyway. Right? Does anybody... Oh, hang on. There's a question. Let's see. No, I really don't think that he knew that. I think that it was happenstance. It was one of the things that made the opportunity available, but I don't think that he knew that up front. I really can't answer that question because the two people that did seem that we are aware of cannot answer any questions. None. If you even bring anything up to them, they'll say, yeah, I can't talk about that at all, period. So that is the case because they were not given by name by law enforcement, firstly. And two, law enforcement is not going to come out with what they said after the fact of like, oh, yeah, they thought it looked just like him. Well, you would have to assume that, being that it was the details they gave until Bo said, yeah, that looks like the guy I saw. But that's best that I can really do. I mean, law enforcement's never came out with anything like that on what they thought of it. So, but if we was to listen to law enforcement, they'd go, no, because it didn't look anything like him. This picture does. And then they'd hand us the next BS. There could be. Yeah, and there may be. But I don't think that there was a great deal of people out there at the trails that day. Like I said, we went out there on an August day that was beautiful out, just a fantastic, beautiful day. We was out there for 3 hours, middle of the day, and did not see a soul, not one. That was a pretty nice February day, and not everybody went out there to hike. I don't think, otherwise a lot of people would have seen it. So I don't think... I mean, if there was another person that did see him, then they walked by him. I mean, he wasn't there to chit chat. The lady that was walking her dogs had walked up on him, which led to a quick conversation. I mean, nothing, but that's what allowed her to see his face. Yeah. We don't really know that. And if you're trying to give details to someone's face, normally that person is a stranger who has committed a crime. You say stress, but why would they be under stress? They was being asked because they wanted to know, as did the two people that had seen him. They wanted to know who had did that. So I don't think that there was any stress over it by the people that did see him. They wasn't under like interrogation. They was just trying to help out the legal people in a good way. And I bless them for that. They, thank you very much, because we at least got a picture, to a degree of what the guy looked like with the first sketch. And I believe fully at 100%, I know who that is. I know exactly who it is. Been on that for 2 years if you've been around. So again, we wait, and December, blah, 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 he goes for another modification, and it might continue forever until one day COVID goes away and it just leaves after everybody got a vaccination. Yeah, think about that. The whole world paid so that you could get inoculated. I don't know what kind of legal action you'll have in 5 years, but I suspect by that time you'll be a mushroom if you got the vaccination. So you won't righteously give a damn. Yeah, well, you know what? Every time something new comes out 5 years later on TV, if you took blah, blah, blah for someone, and so on, and you was affected, you may have some, compensation money coming. Call this number. Yeah. So, and people are going to line up for something that they ran through and, oh, yeah, it's safe for humans. Sure it is. Absolutely. And everybody lines up, gets it, and later, see ya. Because in 5 years, you ain't going to have nothing to fall, there ain't going to be no legal system standing on your behalf anywhere. They've warned you forever what that medication can do. And if you go hop in line, you're an idiot. You are an idiot. That's the best I can tell you. If you're afraid of a hoax virus so much you're going to line up for Big Pharma to hit your ass, good luck. I have no pity on what happens to you thereafter. No, I say no anyway, sure. So now the only thing you're going to stick me in a needle, man. I mean, I'm going to know what's going in me. Say you ain't just going to give me no surprise vaccination. No. I don't know what the hell's in that. There's like thimerosal. Now they're talking every 4 months. It's like, well, gee, I don't know anybody that died of this hoax. I don't know anybody that, not a soul. But apparently thousands of people are dying left and right. I've never seen anybody with it. That's the crap it is. That's the lie. Cough and sexual talk. We have no place to bury. We need liars. Bull. But I'd rather get the flu. I would rather get the flu than the vaccine. I've had the flu. It sucks. But it beats getting thimerosal in you. That shit don't go away. It don't just leave. It just keeps building up. More and more and more till one day, man, you just don't have a brain left. But you did. And you know what? Because look, man, if somebody's got cancer, it is, you got to deal with that. You have to deal with that. And it may not seem the right thing. It may not, but the thing is if you got better, thankfully that whatever it was that they did worked, I would imagine. But I'm just saying, like on behalf of antibodies or anything that they're going to put in you like that for anything, it's got a lot of side effects. And every time they get worse. It never goes down. It goes worse. It's always toward the bad side. Yeah, I that area, and I agree with you. I mean, I pointed out the fact that between St. Louis and his hometown in Michigan and Fort Wayne, Indiana, the route takes Hoosier Heartland Express, which is Highway 25, which goes right by Delphi, which crosses right there where Monon High Bridge Trails is. Was he familiar with that being there? Yeah. Did he look at small trails as an area of opportunity? I believe so. Would he have went there seeking an opportunity on the reverse state of Evansdale, Iowa murders? Absolutely. Do I believe he did it? He looks like the sketch. He'd never been caught committing a crime before, had no DNA or fingerprints in the database to be checked against. I'm going to say being 25 to 50 active serial killers in the United States of America, that he's the only one that fits this equation, and I stand on it for other facts that TJB is the suspect. And I'm telling you why he was familiar with that area, in case the reason that you wanted to know if he was familiar with that area was for it being somebody in Delphi, which it is not. No, absolutely not. I could go over the math for the 100th time, provided you want it. If you want it, just throw up a Y. I'll cover the math one more time. I do not believe that the FBI nor the state of Indiana are idiots. I believe that if it was anybody in, from, near, around, in a surrounding county from Delphi, that man would have been arrested within 10 days of the crime. And I'm telling you exactly why it isn't and what you should be looking at. If you do not go into and look at what I am telling you, then you probably hit the wrong channel, because I don't advise that anybody just take someone's word for something. Go fact check and say, hey, I'm finding exactly what you found. And it fits exactly like you said. Nobody ever reaches me. Nobody ever reaches me with that, ever. Hey, you know what? I went and looked at what you said, man. I went and checked that out, dude. And you were totally correct. And not only that, and then even maybe add something to it. I never get those. I never get a telephone call like that. Ever. Like, never. Well, hang on, within reason, you know. But it's never like that. You know, is people saying, do you think he's familiar with the area? Or, you know, and I'm like, well, yeah. But I've repeated that for 2 years. 2 years on my channel, I've talked about that. I've spoke of why. And it makes me believe. It makes me believe, man. People just go channel to channel to channel to channel, taking in all the tabloidism that they can, and then not knowing how to even think about it, how to approach it, how to research it, how to fact check. It like leaves the human skull. They don't get it. They think that somebody's got the right theory out there, and they're waiting for something to click that befits what it is that they believe. That is not fact checking nor researching. That is called people taking people for it. And I never do that. I just don't. Because if it does not befit the logic and the scale, the evidence, the circumstances, and the facts, then you know what? It's probably just a big pile of shit. One more time, Raj. One more time, pal. One more. I think I just explained that, and I do not like trolls. I got an itchy finger. You know what? Oddly enough, it is Delphi. Yeah. Oddly enough, that's kind of where the topic matter is supposed to be, but also been talking election here and there. It's election night, and I'm happy you joined me. I'm happy you got here. Correct. Correct. And that, and again, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do the math anyway. Okay. Raj, fire, buddy. Because, you know, let's look at this. You got the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, who, it was told to me at a very early age, always gets their man. Now, they were investigating this case from the beginning, from the very beginning. The FBI was at hand to lend help with the investigation. They had a FBI vehicle, one of the big ones, that was over Delphi, that was hooked up all the way, sinking back to Quantico, or everything that they can put into it, finding answers. Now, let me run over the statistics. Law enforcement maintains that we now feel, and I'm pretty much quoting Doug Carter here, we now feel that the suspect is from Delphi or around Delphi or worked in this area. He is between the ages of 18 and 40. Okay. Now, if that's the case, oh, and he does not have blue eyes. Plus, we know he had never been caught committing a crime before. Take the whole population of Carroll County. Delphi is the county seat, but the whole population, man, woman, and child of Carroll County, 20,000 people. Divide that in half so that you get males. Now you have all males, ages newborn to 100, you know, all of them. Now take out all of those males and leave the people that are 18 to 40. Now take out all of those people that you have left, all of the ones that have committed a crime and been fingerprinted before. Now with the remaining people, take out all of those that have blue eyes. Now the ones that you are left with either A, fit the suspect's frame, or they don't, okay? You can look at those few hundred men, of which it would probably be, I'm going to say less than 1,000 men. And that's going to be way easier to look into than, God, what, like 70,000 phone tips? Now, for me to think that that person was from Delphi and that the FBI just completely overlooked that dude, just no way to find him, that would make me look pretty idiotic. Tell me I'm wrong. Now, do you see how I feel when I read the comments? Like, you know, there's like, no, he's got to be from around Delphi. Law enforcement said. Right, right. And of course, I believe law enforcement's an idiot, right? Mm-hmm. Baxter, man, hey, what up? How you doing? Is it Baxter, one of the Baxter, the Jack Russell? Thanks, Michael. I appreciate it. Actually, I mean, on the case, yeah, the case I do. But I mean, you know, there's a very long list of unanswerable questions that I would have. In fact, one day I should do a whole show on questions that I have that there will be, I mean, because there is no way to conclude an answer to. Best you can do is use the logic by what you would know. And that's it. It's like after, you know, okay, when the girl seen that, you know, that guy was coming and I felt that they knew he was a threat and they put that phone recorder on before he left the crime scene to go to the back to the 501 trail. I have no idea what happened. I mean, I know that they had to go down a hill and I know that there's 2 hills. I know that in one of those 2 areas, that's approximately where it was set at. That's it. I don't know what happened at the crime scene. Save it to say law enforcement says a brutal murder. That's all we know. Now we can use educated guesstimology on the rest. How would he control 2 girls? By what means? What did he use as a murder weapon? What, you know, who was it? What was the act concerned? You know, these things we don't have an answer for because nobody knows that it's him. If everybody knew that it was him, then we would have answers to those questions one way to another. But in that meantime, I, being an investigator, not a reporter, nor a psychic, I don't know. And I can't know. But I can give you my best guess on it, being that what I do know that I could take hinder a guess toward. Hey, 53. All right. You know what? Thumbs up, man. Thumbs up. All 53 of you, man. All 53. You guys rock. And Michael Green, hold on a minute, everybody. Give me a very quick. Oh, man, I'm on the wrong one. I apologize, everybody. Uh-oh. Polls are closing in several states. Oh, no. Yeah, we're going to, I don't know, man. I may do that. I mean, depending upon who wins, I might. Oh, okay. Well, actually, hold on. No, Michael Green, Dorothy, and Kim, all of you guys. This show is dedicated on behalf of you guys, and I appreciate every one of you for being here with me tonight, as it is election night. And honestly, if I was not here, I would probably be watching the election at a friend's house because I do have interest in which way this is going to go tomorrow. Will it be on full out? Like, hey, what if Trump wins? They create the big protest and then they cause, what? We could only pray, right? We could only hope it goes like that. Because if it goes down like that, hell yeah. But one way or the other, man, either by the money, back in the protest or, there is no real win here. It's going to be bad to some extent. Either way that you look at it is not good. It's going to be a big day tomorrow. It will be. It will be quite big. But I could hop in. Thank you, Kim. And I appreciate you saying this much. But I mean, I might hop in tonight real quickly if they give a winner and just have a quick for really no real reason. Maybe I'd just be bored and need to be seen for a minute. And the helmet, I'm like all like video ready with my leather hat. Why not just make a quick appearance, and say shit. All right, great. Fantastic, Rush. Remain that way. Okay, so it is 7:20. Does anybody have any questions concerning Delphi? If you do, that is why I'm here, and I don't want to just sit and talk politics. I think a lot of people did not show up to watch politics, although my thumbnail might have made them think different. In fact, some of them might have thought that the Delphi suspect was going to win the election. I'm sorry if you felt that way. I think that he would be heavily trailing in polls right now, but that's me. Well, there is a reason. There's a reason. And I'll explain. The lady that was walking her dogs. Now, and I say this for a reason, okay? Because we did speak to the lady, and we do know that it was the lady, and we know where she lived, and we're going only understand because we know the lady, had met the lady, because she couldn't answer any questions. She told us that. Nothing. Nope. Couldn't even speak on it. So we know by what law enforcement said that she said, because Kim Riley in the press conference said, well, the lady that, and then quickly tried to change that back to, well, no, I'm speaking about a person that's seen him, like he didn't just say she. So she had said she didn't know his exact eye color. However, she said they were not blue. He didn't have blue eyes. Now, you say the suspect could have contacts. DNA shows no blue eyes. Well, it wasn't because of blue eye. It wasn't because of the DNA. It was strictly because she had said, I don't remember his exact eye color. But I always throw in, if you're talking to somebody real quick, I mean, you're not looking at their eye color. It's not really going to stand out. So she said, I don't know exactly what color his eyes were, but they weren't blue. Now, a person could suggest, like you have, that, well, maybe he did have blue eyes and he had contacts in, so it would cover it. But I say he didn't go there to be seen. He wasn't there trying to be seen. He didn't want anybody to get a description of his face and was trying to stay as far away from people as he could for that reason. He was there to scout, get to an area where he was alone, where he could abduct and take him elsewhere, but he wasn't there to be seen by the general public. So one person seen him not shortly after he arrived on the south side of Monon High Bridge. That was the lady walking her dogs. Okay. She spoke to him for a couple minutes because she had dogs. She wasn't walking by him. She was like, there with their dog. So, hey, how you doing? Pretty good. Be a beautiful day. Yeah. That kind of thing. That's all it amounted to. She didn't suspect the guy. Nobody would have. Well, I mean, it's Delphi, Indiana. It's the travel. People ain't here to do that. You see where I'm at? I mean, it never crossed her mind. So I don't think that the guy was like costumed or anything like that. I mean, look, if he was caught in the act, people would call the cops and they'd be there before he got to his car. He was trying not to be seen. So I don't think that he went out of his way to stage his appearance as different than what it is, like with contacts or a wig or, I mean, I've heard a mask, multiple people, one corral. I'm like, geez, man. Get the hell away from the television, man. This is the shit that makes people vote Biden. Right there, man. That. Believe me, man. People are programmed by what they see. Believe you me, I know. I keep myself away from most people for that very reason. People are hard to talk to. Well, yeah, exactly. And again, that's the point I make, is that right there. In order to control two people and get them to comply, if you're a guy that's older than they are and overweight, those girls could outrun you. Those girls have a phone where that they can run away from you and call, that they can dial 911, throw it on the ground, they'll try, there's a lot of things that you could do. But if the person had a handgun, you would be forced to comply right there on the spot. If he said, you do as I say, or I will kill you. Now, now you're in the dilemma of, we got to do what this man says. That's why I believe that the suspect had a handgun right there. I don't know, but I do not believe that that was the murder weapon. But I don't know that because the murder weapon was never established by law enforcement. You see where I'm at? So I feel that in all likelihood, a handgun was used to get compliance, put him under duress, but a knife was likely used because it was stated as being a brutal murder. I also feel that he had field glasses to see across to the north side, which is a long walk across. I think, was it like 800 feet across? Was it something like that? Shit, man, I forget now. It was a long way across. But to see who's coming over toward him on the south side, see if that befit his mental image of a person that he wanted to make victim. That is the way that I feel that happened. But, you see, I will stop right there and say, that is the best theory that I have based upon what I know to be true. Now, is that exactly true? I don't know. I mean, not totally, but it befits exactly what I see as occurring. That's a good question, Donnie. They stopped it because of Corona. It's that one case that they halted. Apparently, no jury could show up. Everybody's afraid of catching the hoax. So the judge says, well, the hoax is the big story of the world. Let's stick with the big hoax. We're going to stop and we're going to halt this for now. And I know 2 years is a long time, but the judge said, okay, I don't even know that we could have found a jury in such a short time. Well, shit. Now we got this second wave of the hoax coming in that everybody's going to need a vaccination for. So I don't see anything happening until at which time that everybody's been vaccinated and they just, at that time, then, hey, God, there's only a handful of people alive. Just fucking turn him loose. We're all Satanists any fucking way, right? That's the way they look at it. So when will it happen? I don't know. Maybe 2021, maybe 22. Hell, maybe after we're dead and they don't give a fuck. It's hard to say. I wish it would have took place on October 13th because by now we would probably, in all likelihood, know that he was the suspect. Wait, maybe not this quick. Maybe not this quick, but pretty close. So if they get together in December and say, yeah, well, we'll do it. I doubt they'll do it over the winter. And they'll probably wait until, you might be looking at next summer sometime. Really. And by then, again, it'll all be changed by then. I mean, we'll become different people after the injections. The cure to the hoax is common sense. That's all it takes. I mean, look, man, I quarantined myself for, God, man, about a month. About a month. I was in this house. I didn't go talk to people. When I left my house, I sprayed everything down. My hands, I washed them, I sanitized. I sprayed my mail inside, outside, gloves on, took it out, sprayed everything down, and then let it sit in a warm room for every bit of a couple hours to say it's virus-free. And then I would read it. Nothing came into my house without being sprayed. I did not leave to go talk to anyone. I sprayed my doorknobs going in and going out. And after about a month or so of this, I'm like, my friend works at the liquor store, was the head of all the liquor stores in Kokomo, not the owner. He was just the manager thereof. And I asked him because he was working. I said, man, do you know anybody that's got this? He's like, no. So I don't either. Do you know anybody that knows someone that's got it? He's like, I'm like, yeah, I'm starting to think it's non-existent. But I started watching at that point, and they keep building it and building it and building it. And I'm asking anybody, do you know anybody that's got this, man? No. I said, I don't either. Then I'm watching the news of all these thousands of people in this county. It's got it. And I'm like, out of those thousands, I don't know a one, nor does anybody that I know obituary says that a person died of it. Who am I supposed to believe here? And then after a while, when you see that they're halting and stopping, and we're not going to do this because Corona, state mandate, you got to wear a mask. You might have Corona. After a while, you're like, there ain't no Corona. And if there is, I want it. I want to get it now because it's bullshit. Period. The end. If you wear a mask, it's probably because you're an idiot and believe bullshit. I don't. I know common sense. I know investigation, and I've been a man of science since I was a child. You heard it. I was a man of science when I was a child. Or had it. Yeah. Well, I know of somebody that had it. President Trump had it. He tested positive. He got Regeneron. Felt like Superman, just like you will when you get yours. Supley's. Supley's in Kokomo. He's no longer there, though. Now he works at Chrysler. Well, he used to work at Chrysler, but he took on Supley's between. He got laid off and got back. This long-ass time ago. Okay. Do you know of anybody that died from it, or did they have the flu? How old were they if they did die? If they were 70 or older, yep, that's the people, if they have other conditions, that can die of conditions from Corona, which is the flu virus. I want to point that out. Corona is a flu virus. Just like so-and-so said, man, check a Listerine, a Lysol can. It says kills human coronavirus, and always has said that. Because Corona is a flu virus. Now, this flu, the coronavirus, the COVID-19, which is what they termed the 2019 flu virus, the standard every year flu virus, they called that COVID-19, released by China. Never forget, it was released by China, the plague that was released by China. Otherwise, because they don't release the flu in China. If they released a weaponized virus, it would kill you. COVID is last year's flu. If you ever got a flu vaccine, they'll tell you, you had COVID right there. Yeah, you test positive, man. Because you have the antibodies for flu in your body. And they say, well, you have COVID. You mean the flu? No, this is COVID. Whoa, boogie, boogie, boogie. It's cancer and it'll eat you alive. Kill everything you know. On this spot. Say, you know what, man? Show me somebody. One person. I demand to see one person who has it and is suffering. Show me that person. Show me that person. And then make sure that I know fully that that person does not have the flu, but they have this COVID-19 that will kill everybody. When I see that, I'll believe that there's COVID. Until then, I know exactly what it is. It's a bullshit hoax that everybody's buying. Everybody's buying into it. You know why? Because people are that fucking stupid. That's why. Now you know. Yeah. God, man, it sounds like the flu to me. I'm not going to lie to you, Jan. It sounds a whole lot like the flu. Because I know people that can get the flu. And I know people that have been hospitalized because of the flu, almost myself included, go back like 5 years ago when I got the chemtrail flu. That shit was evil. And I remember like laying here thinking, yeah, this is why people die. Help me. Dude, I am going to take it that you went and looked that up before you placed it in my chat. Because if you did not, you are out of here. I will not have that shit fucking spread on my channel. And I give one rat's fuck who. No. No. Ban him. Michael, get rid of him now. Send him on. I'm over Roz's shit. Roz? Yeah, very true. They are. Yeah, they vary. In fact, you can have it and not even know you have it. It's like AIDS. It's 9 times more contagious than the flu. It's what they told us last spring. But you see, as the temperatures get warmer, it'll kill it off. So, God, we're in high hopes, man, that, like May gets here and it'll just go away. And, man, God, then we have to worry about it coming back next year, like the flu does? When the second wave mutate, wouldn't it be worse? Isn't that it? Isn't that how they're going to play it? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's how common sense dictates exactly how they'll play it. Will everybody believe it? Everybody watches the news. Of course they'll believe it. Hell, online, you can't go anywhere without seeing COVID-19 alert. People are dying. People die. And do not come at me with the poison needle. This is my body, and I will not accept it. And I do not accept the fact that there is a hoax virus killing people. I think it's the same virus we always had, period. Oh, shit, hang on. You're covered like a blanket, Baxt. Give me a second. Yeah, man. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and remain while the fact is that Baxter, the Jack Russell is not. Where? Oh, yeah, channel. Hang on. Jack Russell. Ryan, if you're out there, text now. Text right now. Please. Scroll up, see if we can find it. You know what? Him too. Daniel Lawrence, you are a moderator as well. See, man, I'm just knighting people, man. Just knighting them up. In fact, if you want to be a moderator, raise your hand. And I am on it. That's the end of them. Okay. All right. So, there you guys go. Are you manimal? You too. You know what? Oh, nope. She's already one. Kim. All right. Okay. You three are oh crap. Our mods now. There you go. And Ryan Adley. Man. Okay, Ryan, be here next week. Okay, Ryan Hadley, you'll be modded. He is worthy. Okay. Baxter, totally worthy. That's right, man. King's Cat Court. Woo. Thank you, sir. So, anyways, people, it's going to be Trump or Biden. And either way it goes, we're going to wake up to a different tomorrow, man. I'll tell you right now. And there's a part of me that's like, I've been waiting for like 50 some years. There's another one of, oh, come on, man. It's just got a puppy. Can't you wait like, a couple more years, just a couple, before you end it. But hey, man, while the time's right and I can still run 2 miles, let's get it on, man. Let's make America, one more time. Let's see how weird people will get. Ah, well, there you go, man. Okay. Yeah, I'll come up tomorrow. Yeah, sun will be up. Cool to know. Correct. Yeah, see, I didn't, man, I didn't see your message say mod me. I was just like, man, there's Dan, modding him. Yeah. Just got to keep the eye on the chat. All right, everybody. I can't say that there weren't many mods tonight, and I appreciate all mods for being here, all viewers. Anybody that came here to at least be a part during these most trying and confusing times that we live in. And that's the way they phrased it on television. That's the way they put it in the commercials. These trying and most confusing times. Like, man, the only people confused is the people that really believe this shit. It ain't me. Ain't nothing trying or confusing about this at all to me. But I was born with a head full of common sense, and I don't say everybody is, but there's a lot of people that are, and I know them when I see them. So thank you all for being here, and I will catch you maybe tonight, maybe next Tuesday, maybe a video between now and then. Peace, y'all.